Right now, the First Lady of the United States comes to Madison. We'll have live team coverage and a recap of her busy day. Also, the FBI is sharing a newly aged photo of a suspect in the deadly bombing of Sterling Hall more than 50 years ago. Welcome to News 3 Now at 6. Good evening, and thank you for joining us tonight. We will get to First Lady Jill Biden's visit in just a bit, but first we begin with the weather. We have a few alert days heading into this holiday weekend because of high temperatures. Let's check the first warn forecast now with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canaldi.
Charlotte, yeah, the heat will be back, even though this morning temperatures were in the 40s. So that will be a big warm-up over a few days, and we do have first warn weather alert days in the forecast from Saturday through Tuesday for high temperatures at or above 90 degrees each day, when the average high temperature should be in the upper 70s. Heat index readings could be in the mid to upper 90s to near 100 degrees, so not quite as humid as the last heat wave, but still dangerously hot for some people. And then the potential for record-setting temperatures, especially Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Visible cloud track shows clear skies across Wisconsin. The air is very dry here, so temperatures started out cool last night. Madison dropped to 44, but it was down to 37 in Camp Douglas. But high temperatures today have made it into the upper 70s. Madison at 77, La Crosse hit 81, 75 the high temperature in Mineral Point, and current temperatures are still near the highs for the day, generally in the lower to middle 70s here in Dane County. It's 76 in Deerfield, 77 in Mount Horeb, and 77 in Belleville. Look for mostly clear skies this evening. Temperatures dropping off to about 63 by late evening. Later on, I'll take a look at how hot it'll get and how long the heat will last.
Wisconsin is again the center of a political visit, with First Lady Jill Biden visiting the Madison area today. Today, she toured multiple facilities to tout the president's policies as the race for 2024 heats up. And we have team coverage on today's historic visit. Let's go out to Glacier Edge Elementary School, where Catherine Merck is live outside of the school. Good evening, Catherine.
Charlotte, inside the gymnasium at Glacier Edge Elementary, Dr. Jill Biden spoke to an excited crowd of teachers and staff at the school, and her message for them really resonated with this crowd. She told the group that her and her husband are fighting for schools like theirs in the White House. For one Verona High School teacher I spoke with, she made sure she was able to have her own moment with the First Lady.
She represents a lot of teachers. She's us. You know, and we're very privileged that have been able to be with her in the same space, and you know, her supporting us, and also the unions, and you know, main thing us.
School starts on Tuesday for the Verona district, so teachers told me this started their year off on the right note. The First Lady has some more private events later this evening. Who's going to have more on that is our very own anchor, Eric Franke, who's on the other side of the school tonight with more. Eric?
Catherine, thank you. Yeah, certainly a special day for the Madison community to have a First Lady visiting. First time we've had a sitting First Lady visit the area since 2014, when Michelle Obama was in town to stump her then gubernatorial candidate Mary Burke. But always special, in particular at this time of year, for teachers. And that's really what I want to talk to our next guest about. Principal Teresa Taylor, who welcomed in the First Lady. Teresa, great to see you.
Hi, Eric.
Full disclosure, she was my kid's principal. So being here at Glacier Edge, and you've been here since the beginning of Glacier Edge, 17 years ago.
Yes.
Had to be pretty exciting to have the First Lady visit, huh?
It was, yes, one day that we'll remember, yes, for the rest of our lives.
And I only heard it in my earpiece. Catherine was inside, but it kind of sounded like a pep rally. Really a great way to get your teachers fired up for the coming school year.
It was. There were a lot of really amazing people that let teachers know that they have their back and they're behind them, and they're doing great work.
We've covered a ton of these events when dignitaries like this come into the Madison area, but for a school, you've got a lot on your plate with the school year starting in just a few days. What all went into this? This is a little wrench thrown in your preparations.
Yeah. Yes, but it actually was a lot of fun. Since Saturday night, we've been planning day in and day out with some amazing people from the White House who got to know my teachers as really wonderful human beings and recognized the great work. So it was a lot of fun, a lot of work, but it was absolutely worth the recognition for our teachers.
Well, congratulations on that visit today. I know it was exciting for you and your staff, and for teachers all over the area that were here today. So, Teresa, thank you for stopping by and sharing it with us. And sorry about those Franke boys. Anyway, so supporting teachers wasn't the only topic on this visit. Of course, the Cancer Research Initiative, very near and dear to the Bidens. She stopped also by the Black Women's Wellness Center in Madison to tout the White House's Cancer Moonshot Initiative. Founding CEO Lisa Payton welcomed Dr. Biden and Senator Tammy Baldwin to the center so they could talk about how to better Black women's wellness. She also talked about the steps Senator Senator Baldwin and President Biden have taken to catch cervical and breast cancer at an earlier stage.
The Cancer Moonshot is about, where we stop cancer before it starts, and we make treatments more affordable if it does, where we actually catch it early and help people to live longer, healthier, happier lives.
The Wellness Center officially opened back in January of 2020, offering fitness and wellness classes to women. Also today, Jill Biden stopping by Exact Sciences, the company famous for Cologuard, and part of the White House's Cancer Moonshot initiative as well, since it started as a summit back in 2016 during the Obama White House. The initiative intends on reducing cancer death rate by half within the next 25 years. Now, it's been a long day for the First Lady, starting down at O'Hare in Chicago, moving up here. Our political reporter Will Keneally joins us now with more on the political impact of this. We know this is part of a long process we're going to see in Wisconsin. Lots of visits really from both parties, Will.
Exactly, Eric. And the question that we've been asking essentially all day is why Wisconsin? This is the second time just this year that a Biden has been in Wisconsin since the president was here in force in February, right after his State of the Union address. So the answer there, Wisconsin is an important state for next year's election. We heard the First Lady tout some of the administration's priorities as the president gears up for that race, and he will also join Wisconsin Senator Tammy Baldwin on the ballot. Now, Baldwin was traveling with the First Lady throughout the day, and we got this moment here.
Tammy's been an incredible champion in our fight against cancer. And she and Joe are calling for more funding for the CDC's breast and cervical cancer early detection program so that more women can catch cancer early.
So now having Baldwin on the ballot next year could actually be a benefit for Biden as he runs for re-election. She's a very popular politician here in the crucial swing state of Wisconsin. We heard the First Lady mention some of that federal funding that Baldwin has had a hand in. The senator is also pushing to make Wisconsin a hub for technology. As you might expect with these political times, the First Lady and the senator are just a few minutes ago. They left to head to a fundraiser for the senator.
All right, Will, and of course Republicans, they are going to have their say in this as well. The Republican Party responding. The group Wisconsin Moms held a virtual response press conference to the First Lady's visit. And during the meeting, Republicans grilling Biden for associating with the state teachers union, blaming them for widespread school shortages, teacher shortages in the fall of 2020. Also blamed the teachers union for the low reading and math scores around Wisconsin. The group said that Dr. Biden should instead meet with parents instead of the teachers union. So a busy day for her. As Will mentioned, it's not over in Wisconsin. She has a fundraiser tonight with Senator Baldwin. We'll have much more coverage of the First Lady's visit coming up tonight. News 3 now at 10, and of course all day. Catch up with our coverage at channel3000.com.
Eric, thank you. In other news, we have an update now on an investigation into the Sterling Hall bombing. The FBI has released new age-progressed photos of the final suspect who's evaded arrest for more than 50 years. Leo Frederick Burt is one of 4 men who allegedly targeted the UW-Madison building in protest of the Vietnam War in 1970. Burt, who would now be 73 years old, is reportedly known to use the alias Eugene Donald Fieldston at times. Now, the explosion and subsequent fire killed a 33-year-old researcher, Robert Fosnacht, and injured 4 others. The bombing also caused an estimated $6 million in damage to the building and items inside. The FBI is offering $150,000 to anyone who has information about Burt that leads to his arrest. Now, coming up on News 3 Now at 6, public schools across the U.S. are facing a mental health staffing crisis. What some schools are doing to fix this issue. Plus, how Wisconsin DHS looks to continue its fight against overdoses on International Overdose Awareness Day. We'll be right back.
Action! Get up to 60% off list prices on hundreds of items at the huge Labor Day sale at Slumberland Furniture. This awesome reclining sectional comes with a free recliner. How about a Lazy Boy recliner as low as $398? Do not miss this one.
Attention homeowners, we're looking for 50 homeowners who need a new bath or shower. We want to evaluate our custom bathing solutions in real homes for safety and convenience. Call Mad City Baths, Wisconsin's #1 remodeler and trusted local source for American-made baths and showers installed in as little as 1 day. And with our price lock guarantee, we'll guarantee your price for 1 year. Now 50 homeowners will save. Receive free installation of a new bath or shower. 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 24 months. Senior and military discounts, plus call during this program and receive a free $50 Walmart gift card with your in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call with zip code and location to qualify 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
Right now, get a free footlong at Subway, like the Subway Series menu. Buy 1 footlong in the app, get 1 free. For free. That's what I'm talking about. Order in the Subway app today.
You got me.
Tag, you're it.
Imagine a world with no drama. For the guarantee of high-quality promotional items delivered on time, go to 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
I don't know how it's all gonna fit. Action! Now at Slumberland, $9.99 gets you a lot. Like a Sealy Posturepedic mattress and an adjustable power base, both just $9.99. Need a twin? Get a Sealy starting at just $129. The huge Labor Day mattress sale. Only at Slumberland.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
Today is International Overdose Awareness Day, and the Wisconsin Department of Health Services is expanding its commitment to ending drug overdoses and related harms. To do so, grants have been awarded to 15 county, municipal, nonprofit, and tribal nation agencies to make life-saving resources like fentanyl test strips and Narcan more available. Some of the grant recipients include the Janesville Community Center and Madison Street Medicine.
What we're trying to do is provide that foundation, make sure it's available, but we really need partners to expand on that. And I'm hopeful that getting back to settlement dollars, that's something that counties and municipalities who are also receiving funds, that's something that they'll look at, and that's something that they'll consider at the local level.
The grants are funded by a portion of Wisconsin's share of the Federal Substance Abuse Prevention and Treatment Block Grant. The funded agencies have until the end of September to implement their work plan. Meanwhile, the Biden administration says it is putting $450 million toward efforts to address the opioid epidemic. The money will support overdose prevention and harm reduction efforts. There will also be a focus on treating addiction, recovery services, as well as disrupting the supply of opioids, including fentanyl. Second Gentleman Doug Emhoff notes overdoses flattened last year in his announcement about the new investment. That follows 3 years of increases. Schools in the U.S. are dealing with a shortage of mental health support staff amid a growing need. The Washington Post reports the nation needs 77,000 more school counselors and almost as many psychologists. That's in addition to a shortage of tens of thousands of school social workers. And the problem is getting worse because the field is experiencing attrition. To help, some universities are expanding or modifying their counseling programs, but some experts say mental health is too sensitive an issue for people without graduate degrees to handle. Still ahead, keeping kids focused during the school year can be tricky, and for some it can be almost impossible. After the break, what a local pharmacy is dealing with, a shortage of one drug that can help keeps kids focused, and what you can do if you're having trouble finding it. And multiple alert days are in the forecast for this holiday weekend. Gary has the complete forecast when we come back.
The 72-hour Labor Day weekend mattress sale is here at Ashley. This Saturday through Monday, get up to $900 on Beautyrest Black and receive your choice of Apple AirPod Pros or Apple Watch. Plus, get $300 in free furniture. You won't find this deal anywhere else. Only at Ashley.
1 in 3 adults have difficulty getting in and out of the bathtub. But with a new walk-in shower or bath from Mad City, you can easily step in and out. And now 50 homeowners will receive free installation of a new bath or shower. 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 24 months. Plus, if you call Mad City Baz during this program, you'll receive a free $50 Walmart gift card with your in-home estimate.
Set summer in motion with the most electrifying Honda vehicles yet, like the CR-V and the Accord, both with available hybrid powertrains, designed to deliver more thrilling performance and more innovative tech. Make every adventure more electrifying with Honda, the most awarded brand in Car and Driver 10 Best history. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
This is Kathy. She's about to see her dentist. She's afraid. Not because of the drill, but because of the bill. A big bill. But Kathy doesn't need to be afraid, and neither do you, thanks to affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company. It's easy to get this coverage. Don't believe me? Call or go online for all the details. You could even have this free information kit. This isn't a discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance. It helps pay for over 400 procedures. That's a lot. I'm talking cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures. Bottom line, you'll have help paying for routine care and expensive major work. But if you want deductibles, forget it. There aren't any. No annual maximum either. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Stop fearing the big bill. Start saving at the dentist. Call now or go to sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
The 72-hour Labor Day weekend sale is here at Furniture and Appliance Mart. This Saturday through Monday, save up to $1,600 on Whirlpool kitchen packages and free delivery in as little as 3 days. Only at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
With kids gearing up to get back in the classroom, a shortage of the drug that helps many of them stay focused is causing headaches for parents. Our Braden Ross spoke with one local pharmacist about what you can do if you're finding it hard to get your ADHD medication prescription filled.
This has been a nationwide issue for months now, with pharmacists across the country scrambling to fill their patients' prescriptions. The owner of Fitchburg Family Pharmacy tells me his business is no exception.
If there's anything else, we'll bring out then too. All right?
Lately, Thad Schumacher has had to deliver bad news more often than he'd like to.
It's a big deal for people who take these medications.
A nationwide shortage of stimulant medications like Adderall and Vyvanse has left pharmacists like Schumacher to play the waiting game.
We have a routine system set up where basically every day somebody sits at the wholesaler website and sees if there's any medications in these categories that we can order, and then we send that order as soon as we recognize that they have it.
As far as the reason for the shortage,
no one seems to know the answer to that.
if you're struggling to get your prescription filled, there are a few things you can do. Number one, call your pharmacist. You can ask about alternatives, either different medications or different doses of the same drug. You can also call your insurance company and ask if they'll cover the brand name instead of the generic version of a drug. Sometimes those can be easier to find. But bottom line, Schumacher says it's gonna come down to patience.
If people are just patient and know that their pharmacies are trying to do the best they can to supply these medications, that's what we need.
In Fitchburg, Braden Ross, News 3 Now.
Temperatures are starting to heat back up heading into the weekend, where several alert days are in the forecast. Here's Gary with the complete forecast.
Yeah, temperatures a little bit warmer today than they were yesterday. Tomorrow, a little bit warmer still. 3 things you need to know. We're back into the 80s for tomorrow, and then as we head toward the weekend, high temperatures at or above 90. Saturday, Sunday, Labor Day, Monday, all the way through Tuesday. A few of those days, especially Sunday, Monday, and or Sunday, Labor Day, Monday, and Tuesday, could be near record high temperatures. But dry weather is expected through the weekend and probably through at least Tuesday morning of next week. Just a slight chance of a shower or thunderstorm Tuesday afternoon, and maybe a little better chance Tuesday night, but not much rain in the forecast. In fact, we have first warn weather alert days in the forecast again from Saturday through Tuesday for that high temperature that'll be in the 90 to 94 degree range. Heat index readings not quite as high as the last heat wave, but still, when you get in the mid-90s to around 100 degrees, if you're out in the sun for a long period of time, that's going to take a toll on your body. And weather records also certainly in jeopardy. Record high temperatures Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Now, the record low temperature for warm low temperature records, probably Tuesday would be the best chance as the humidity levels climb a little bit. I think Monday and certainly Sunday will be a few degrees from those records. The rain we could use. This is over the last 5 days. Just a few spotty showers that traveled north of Madison the other day and to the east, south, and west of Madison, not a drop of rain over the last 5 days. And over the last 7 days, most of the rain has favored the northeastern portion of the state and across parts of Iowa and Minnesota. And where are we? High and dry with just a couple of spotty showers and thunderstorms. And the 10-day forecast from FutureTrack, not looking very good. A tenth to a quarter of an inch generally through most of southern Wisconsin. The heavier precipitation totals, and these would be closer to normal for this time of year, mainly in the northern portion of Wisconsin. So we're in a drought, and that will continue for the foreseeable future because you can see across almost the entire country very little in the way of precipitation. Of course, we had Tropical Storm Idalia, or Hurricane Idalia and Tropical Storm Idalia now move out into the Atlantic Ocean. Now, not even rain in the southeastern part of the country, and spotty showers up in southern Canada. That's pretty much about it. I mean, most of the Midwest, there might be a sprinkler or two up across northern Minnesota ahead of a warm front. This cold front will become stationary and then start working back northward as a warm front, so any cool weather behind it won't reach us. Our temperatures are mild, but it's warmer on the other side of that front, and that's where we're going to be tomorrow. Right now, temperatures 70s to around 80 here. On the other side of that warm front, the 80s start showing up across Nebraska and South Dakota. The dew point temperatures, though, still pretty low here. 52 in Madison, 44 in La Crosse. They are very dry. That's why we've been cool at night. But during the daytime, those temperatures warm up pretty quickly. And as these 50 and eventually 60-degree dew points head in, we'll notice the humidity levels start to increase. But it'll be a slow process. We won't see that until later in the holiday weekend. Planning your night across Dane County. Look for a low 53 in Sun Prairie, 52 in Deerfield, and 53 on Mount Horeb with mostly clear skies. Across the rest of southern Wisconsin, 53 for the low in Platteville, 55 in Baraboo, and 56 in Fond du Lac. Again, clear skies expected through the night. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, a little warmer, high temperature at 83. Humidity levels, though, still pretty tolerable. First warn 7 to 10-day forecast, though, up to 90 on Saturday. The record high for Saturday is 98, so I don't think that's in jeopardy. But again, near record high temperatures expected Sunday, Labor Day Monday, and Tuesday. A slight chance for a shower or thunderstorm by Tuesday afternoon, maybe a little better chance Tuesday night, a slight chance lingering into Wednesday. Then the humidity levels drop. Look for dry weather at the end of next week. Maybe by the end of next weekend, another slight chance for a shower or storm.
And coming up in sports, the Madison Capitals were hanging out with the Stanley Cup while Laura Stanley was in town. Find out next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Send them back to school looking and seeing their best. Get premium eyewear and A+ patient care from the experienced team at Shopko Optical. Cross off eye exams on your back-to-school checklist. Schedule their comprehensive exam today.
Mad City Baths takes the hassle out of bathroom remodeling with high-quality American-made baths and showers back with a lifetime warranty. Choose from premium wall patterns including white travertine, Othello, and many more. And with our price lock guarantee, we'll guarantee your price for 1 year. And now 50 homeowners who need a new bath or shower will receive special savings. Free installation of a new bath or shower, 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 24 months. Senior military discounts, plus call Mad City Baths now. Last chance to call during this program and receive a free $50 Walmart gift card with your in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call with zip code and location to qualify, 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
You work hard enough. Take a load off this Labor Day with new appliances from Brothers Maine. Celebrate the holiday with unbeatable deals on top brands like GE Appliances, Cafe, Hotpoint, and Haier. Don't miss out. Shop the Labor Day sale at Brothers Maine today.
To everyone who's hungry for something special,
Culver's is the place for us. Hi, what can I make fresh for you today? It's nice being greeted by people who are glad to see you. And I appreciate that they use real ingredients like fresh beef and Wisconsin cheese. The frozen custard is so fresh and creamy, it tastes like it was made just for us. It's our pleasure. Just spending time with family, that's what mealtime at Culver's is all about.
From Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious!
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Shopko Optical welcomes more insurance plans than ever. Call to book an exam and verify coverage.
We're live as Luke Fickell's Badgers get set to kick off the football season.
Join Josh and I tomorrow from Camp Randall with the changes you'll see at the stadium this season.
And we may see some record heat going into the upcoming holiday weekend. Join us tomorrow between 4:30 and 7.
In his first year leading the Wildcats, Andrew Riley and Verona won a Big 8 championship. This season, the goal is to raise the bar even higher, but as Andrew Banstra explains in this week's Coach of the Week, the bar for Riley isn't just measured on the field.
Verona is built on a motto. Good. Raise the bar.
We want to take what we accomplished last year and just build on it, make it better, kind of raise the standard.
A standard that was set in Andrew Riley's first year leading the Wildcats.
We wanted to raise the bar. We thought last year was great. That was a great establishment of our culture and where we want to be, but now we need to do a little bit better.
But for him, raising the bar isn't just about raising his team's level of play.
We're going to go ace. Okay, we're going to go ace, demon, true.
It's about raising his Wildcats into young men.
7.6% of athletes go pro from high school, right? But 100% of them become adults. So that's what we're trying to help young people become good people.
That's why in the offseason, they teamed up with Logan's Heart and Smiles to rebuild a driveway for a family in need.
Driveway wasn't doing so hot, so 20 guys show up with pickaxes, sledgehammers, power tools, all that stuff, get it all out of there. 2 days later, they're back pouring some new concrete.
And for this group, giving back to their community is a no-brainer.
It's nice to do activities like that to give back to the community because that shows on Friday nights when we have packed stands and people here to watch. It's just nice to kind of goes both ways.
As they continue to raise the bar on and off the field. In Verona, Andrew Banstra, News 3 Sports.
And Lord Stanley was hanging out at Bob Suter's Capitol Ice Arena this afternoon, part of former Madcap Will Nichols' Day with the Stanley Cup. Nickel, who currently serves as the director of player development for the Vegas Golden Knights, played for the Capitals during the 1992-93 season. Part of his celebration this morning was letting his dog drink out of the cup.
Okay. We have a preview tonight of our weekly sports show, Wisconsin Huddle. It's an inside look at Badger athletics.
Each week we spend some time with a Badger and get to meet them up close and personal. This week it's Chimere DK.
Going.
When's the last time you played bags?
Like a month ago.
Favorite thing to do that's not play football?
Probably right now, easily golfing. I got into it last year. Spent way too much money on clubs, so I guess I'm kind of tied into it now.
And you can watch the full competition streaming right now on our Channel 3000 YouTube page and on channel3000.com. And don't forget, the Wisconsin Huddle airs Friday nights at 6:30 right here on News 3 Now. You can also watch next week's taping live with co-host Braylon Allen on Tuesday at Buck and Honey's in Sun Prairie at 6:30. You saw a lot of red bags go in. I had the black bags, and I made it competitive.
Okay.
Just leave it at that.
Well, we will see this tomorrow at 6:30 for proof. Thank you. And Gary's back with the final check of our forecast.
There's the live view from the WISC-TV Skycam. Lots of sunshine out there. The Platteville Queen Bee Radio Skycam also painting a pretty picture. Temperatures right now, mainly middle 70s. 75 Madison, a little cooler to the east, a little warmer out to the west. Here in Dane County, 77 in Cross Plains, 78 in Sauk City, and 76 right now in Stoughton.
All right, thank you, Gary. And thank you for joining us. Have a great evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.